Hey everyone, it's Jack from DiceBox.co.uk here. This video is all about my experience using Creality's new Halot-Lite 4K Resin 3D printer. Hey guys, Jack from DiceBox here. I've been lucky enough to be chosen as an experience officer by the Halot team over at Creality to test out their new Halot-Lite resin printer. I just got back from work and found it here on my doorstep. So let's open her up and see what we got. Alright, so far this is everything out the box. As you can see, we've got the cover, the main printer itself, a lovely VAT cover, some FET film with it as well, a lovely little pack with all your maintenance accessories, your filters, your memory stick, installation guides, and obviously your main power cord as well. But the best bit of unboxing a printer is doing this. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Size of that. That's an 8.9 inch build plate. That's the biggest, well, biggest size for me that I have anyway. And then just looking at the VAT, and that's, wow. I've only got a little Epax X1, so it's a small printer in comparison to this one. And I just amazed at the size of this, if I'm honest. I mean, you see bigger printers obviously all the time online and things, but to actually have one here, that's phenomenal. But that, you can see that that's got a max that'll hold a litre, 1,000 millilitres. Oh, hello, there's me. Hello, that's my funky light. My wife chose that. That's all right, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, that's insane. I can't get over it really. But nice and tight. Not sure if you can hear that sort of drum sound. Lovely. Obviously, drum kit is not a primary function, but still fun nonetheless. But yeah, can't wait to get this all back together. Get it upstairs. I've got to make room for it. I mean, it's got to say, it's biggest printer I've got. Yeah, can't wait to get it together. See what I can print. Get that insane detail that 4K is going to be able to give me. And I'll yeah, look out for the future video. Right, we made space for it. That's sitting nicely beside my little old Epax. You can see already how big that is compared to the old machine. Just going to give it another bed level. Now it's in its place. Nice and easy to do. Calibration cards on there. I mean, that's so quiet. That Z-axis, I can hardly hear the bloody thing. Brilliant. No, I like that. But you can see I've had to make sure it's level this way with me good old boaty there. Just so obviously when the resin's in the vat, so it's not going to spill out everywhere. Especially if you use the full litre. You don't really want them. That's a lot to go everywhere if you're wonky setting up. Almost found out the hard way with that one. But yeah, I'll taken obviously the vat out to level it. I'll give it a good wipe over the FET just to make sure there's no dust or anything on it. Dried it off with me microfiber cloth. Yeah, so I'll finish leveling up and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, well, I've got me resin in the vat. I've loaded up my calibration matrix. Won't record printing them all out, but USB sticks all loaded up. Oh, hit print. Download. There you go. That's loaded on. Okay, already loaded. Here we go. Settings. This is all new to me. See, on the use your box normally, and obviously all these settings are done on the PC, and then I bung it on my Epax when that's done and press print. But I quite like this. The fact you can adjust it on the actual printer. Well, like I say, it's new to me. It might not be new to printers, but yeah, going to get me exposure times and everything set in, and press print. So got our first couple of prints off, done my little calibration matrix, done a few of them to get the best settings. I'm using Syria Tech Fast, new resin for me as well, so it took a while to dial it in, and not used to the mono display either, with the quicker timing settings compared to my colour LCD on my e-packs. But yeah, no, this little test print came out okay. I mean, that's I don't know what to call it really. It's a lovely little sphere. It has got really small holes. You can't really see it too well on the camera at the moment. But I'm going to give them a quick bath in IPA. Let them dry, or let it dry. The calibration thing's already dry, and then get it cured in my little curing station, and hopefully get some higher resolution pictures I'll attach on here as well, so you can sort of see like the tiny holes that they are that this machine's capable of printing. And yeah, she's all there and ready for the next one. So let's try something bigger. Right, so here we go, test prints are all done and happy with sort of the results they're pumping out. So we're gonna print something bigger now. Gonna go for a Y-Wing Starfighter, designed by Darkfire Designs. Got a few friends who play Legion. Always wanted to do a big sort of centerpiece for the tables, and not really felt able to do it on my little printer that I currently have. So it's yeah, it's a good opportunity for me to try, well, you know, make use of that big build plate, that 8.9 inch build plate. And I mean, I'd class myself as fairly new to resin printing really. I mean, I've only had my e-packs for a year, so still trial and error, like with a lot of 3D printing. And I just sort of want to show you how user friendly this new Halot-Lite is. So I've loaded up all my files onto my memory stick, and I'm just going to walk you through now, basically how easy it is to get it going. So we turn it on at the back, and we get our cool little old dude. Here we go. He'll start. There we go. He's a happy old dude. He's dancing away. So that all boots up. The build plate does sort of go up and down. Does a little calibration, I suppose, just to make sure it's all doing fine. And great big touchscreen as well. I mean, it's so easy and precise to use. So we click print. Here's all my list of bits I've got on there at the moment. Just going to scroll down. Now, the ship's a big ship, and I have had to put it onto 2 parts. But part 2, I only had like 1 or 2 parts on it anyway. So I was so gutted I couldn't get everything on it. But I was still impressed with how much I actually got on it. And yeah, so from your list, pick whatever model you want to print. Press the little download button. It's importing the model now. You can see the memory sticks flashing away, and that'll load itself up. I mean, there's a lot of parts on this. When I think when I done my test calibrations, they loaded up. Well, you couldn't even see it go around 100% really. It was so quick. But yeah, that'll then bring up a what's being verified. But once that's all done, that'll bring up the next screen, which is like the settings to get it printing. Here we go, and it's going to automatically boot in 3 seconds. Here we are. So that's all loaded. So up here, back in the print list, it's got your loaded model on. So we're going to click that. Now it's got a front ways view, here as well of all the parts with an estimated time. So I reckon 7 hours and 55 minutes for this. I am printing at 0.05 for my layer height, mainly because it's a big ship. I mean, if I was doing some miniatures, which I do plan to do on another video, then I will be going, you know, putting it through a spaces to really get out that detail that this 4K printer's capable of. But yeah, click on the settings. You can adjust your initial exposure, which I've already done through my test calibrations, and it remembers them. You reset it, that will go to its basic standards. Just click OK. You know they're OK. Okay, now click the back button because I haven't changed anything. And literally that's it. All we've got to do now is press start. So here we go. Alright. Build plate's now starting to come down. That's lovely and silent. I'm not even sure if you can hear it on the video. I mean, the fan will kick in a bit as well once it's starting to, when that UV light starts to cure it. But even still, it's overall I think that's a lovely quiet machine. I mean, me little old E-Packs there, that it's got a tiny old fan on the side, but it does sound like it's taken off sometimes. But I am impressed with how quiet and smooth this printer is. But yeah, that's basically it, and that's how easy it is to, you know, to load up and print something on the Halot-Lite. So we'll check back when this lot's done and see how we go. Right, the first print of the Starship is done. Just looking at it, I'm getting quite excited. You can see so much little detail on there already, so can't wait to get it all cleaned up, just to really really see what it's done, get that extra resin off. Got my little old tubs and my isopropyl alcohol ready to go to get cleaning, and yeah, I'll start the second half, and once all that's done, I'll be back and show you, well, hopefully the bits ready for assembly. And here she is. That's all parts printed, cured, a little bit prepping and put together. But I'm so impressed with what the Halot-Lite's been able to let me do. I mean, it's a big mini. Oh, well, it's not even a mini. I can't really call it that at all. But the model's made of several sections. You can see a dodgy joint here. I need to repair that before I paint it. But this big bit, I think I probably could have got away with printing on my current printer. But the section from here all the way down to the front, including the blasters, I couldn't have got it on my build plate. So having the Halot-Lite's build volume, it's been amazing, really, to get this piece all sort of done and built. I mean, it's designed for the tabletop game Star Wars Legion, and I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, even the little details that the light is able to help reproduce. I mean, you can just see those layer lines, and I'm pretty close. Oh, I've gone a bit blurry, you know, and I'm really close with the camera. I'm just blown away by it, really, if I'm honest. But I love it. And if try and get back to focus, there we are. If there are any sort of Legion players about watching this, there's a sort of a battle droid and General Grievous there. That sort of gives you an idea of the scale of this ship. And yeah, that's all thanks to the Halot-Lite, really, if I'm honest. So I really can't wait to see what other big terrain pieces, big ships that I'm able to now print. Like I say, it's all thanks to Creality's new Halot-Lite. So yeah, I got a big build plate full of, I think there's 33 miniatures on there. I wanted to see how many I could actually fit on it as well. That was sort of my next test. I want to see obviously the big things I could try and print, and now I want to see how many miniatures I can print for like my D&D games and things like that. And they're in the scale of 1 to 47. So they're just a bit bigger than 32mm. If that's sort of how you measure your things. But I managed to get 33 on there, so I'm now about to get them off and yeah, and have a look at them. But yeah, thought I wanted to show you the final build of this big ship, or this big starship I said I was going to do, and I'll put some video, some proper photos in as well, just so you can have a bit more of some close-ups. Right, so here's the sort of second part of the test I want to do with the Halot-Lite printer. I want to see how many miniatures I could get on one build plate. So I decided to stick with the Star Wars theme and gone for some clone snowtroopers by Darkfire Designs, and these measure roughly about sort of 40mm in height, but I managed to get 33 fully supported on one build plate. And I honestly thought when I sort of first looked at it, I thought, oh, 20, something like that. But oh yeah, no, really chuffed with how many I managed to get on there. And obviously they're not on bases. I generally like to print bases separate anyway, just in case I want to make the bases a bit more scenic or something like that. But you can see the tubs at the back, how much supports were actually on the build plate. All of this tub were for these miniatures, and pretty much half of this, other than the black bits you see there, were on that build plate supporting these minis. So it's not like I was skimping on supports. They were pre-supported anyway, so I weren't skimping on supports to fit as many as I could in. They're all well supported, none failed, there's no failures on them or anything like that. But yeah, 33, really chuffed with that. And I have actually started printing the bases for them as well, because again, I wanted to see how many I could get on, and they're there sort of just finishing off dripping before I clean them. So the bases for these Legion models are about 27mm in diameter, and I have printed them again on the slope, and I managed to get 25 on one build plate. So if you're thinking of printing miniatures with bases included, I would say comfortably, and they're obviously not overspilling their base by huge amounts, as it were. I think you can comfortably get 20 to 25 on that build plate on the Halot-Lite. But yeah, I'll take some photos when I'm obviously taking that off to clean them up and get the supports off them, just so you can actually see. But yeah, I'm gonna chuck these in the cure box, get them all finished off as well, and once all the bases are done as well, I'll probably be back with the next bit. Right, that's the 25 bases, all stripped off the supports. They've been washed in IPA, so they're now just sitting there finishing off drying before they get cured properly. You can see, if my camera's going to focus, you can see the layer lines a bit more on these ones, but I mean, not by a lot. I mean, I'm quite zoomed in. Here's my finger to sort of show you, but as soon as you get like a primer coat or something on that, then oh, there we go, then you're never going to see it. But yeah, happy with how this instant army has become, thanks to the build size of the Halot-Lite. So yeah, going to get these cured, and really I'm not going to stick them all on the bases and then show you all of that, because that's going to take time. The point of this video really is just the experience of using the Halot-Lite. So I'm going to get these all cured, then I'll probably do a little sum up, I think, in a second. Hey guys, just another little quick thing. The Halot-Lite has it's got Wi-Fi capabilities, and I think you can send the prints direct to the printer. So that's what I'm now about to try. I've just got another couple of miniatures I just want to pump through. Just something that I'm printing out for me brother. But I've never done this before, so this is well, again, first time using it. So I'll put them in, add the supports. Now going to slice them. Just going to do 0.05 layer height. I am using Halot box for the light to slice all my files in this video. Okay, that's all done. So it's coming up with a box that says ask me where to export it to. So I'm going to select printer from the drop down. I have connected my printer to my router, my wireless system. So I'm going to click that and click send. Okay, here we go. We've got a little status tracker come up. So that's going through. It's about 20% at the moment. Again, not sure how well you can see it. I'm doing everything pretty much one-handed with this video. Trusting that my phone camera is going to be all right for it. But yeah, again, another little feature. If I'm honest, didn't know it was there till I was sort of fiddling around with just on the touch screen on the actual printer itself. I thought the wireless feature was literally just for firmware updates. I didn't realise I could actually send sliced miniatures direct to the printer. So yeah, interesting to see how this one works out really. There we go. That says finished. So I'm going to leave that dialog box up. Let's go have a look, see what we've got over here. Nothing's changed on the touch screen, so I'm going to go to print. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Comcody. That's one of me. That is one of my. Well, that's obviously got to be it, because that's the only one. There you go. All three are there. Oh, brilliant! That's easy. Yeah, still happy with all my parameters, so I'm going to keep them. Yeah, well, why not? Here we go. Start. I mean, it's one of the great things I've liked about this this Halot-Lite is everything just seems so easy and user friendly to get set up and going. Even from the bed leveling point of view. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I've never actually leveled a resin printer bed before I got the Halot-Lite. My little e-packs here, doing your resin printer I've been using for the last year, that came with a pre-leveled bed, and I've not ever leveled it since. I've not needed to. So even going through the leveling steps for this Halot-Lite was so simple and easy. Yeah, I'm. You know, anyone who's going to be asking me what I recommend is definitely going to be have a look at the Halot series from Creality, and definitely have a look at getting one of these Halot-Lites. Right, well, I've come to the end of the printing that I'd planned to do on the Halot-Lite, and I can honestly say that, you know, the overall experience from using this machine has been fantastic, really. I mean, from when I first got it out of the box, seeing the actual size in person, like I say, I'm sure there's big printers like that out there anyway, but it was brilliant to see firsthand. And just to sort of, it goes a bit more detail. The screen size is 8.9 inch, and it's got a printing size of 192mm by 120mm by 200mm high, which is brilliant. I mean, that Y-wing starfighter, the cockpit section of that fit on there easy, even with supports raising it up a bit as well. I think they had 50mm spare you know, I could have gone further, you know, if I'd wanted to. So I really love the build volume that the light gives, and same for the resolution. That 4K really helps get your prints nice and pristine and clear. I mean, I was still printing. Everything I printed was at 0.05 layer height. So I do plan to lower that on a couple of minis or some bigger prints with some real good detail to really push the limits of this printer. And you know, and I've got no quibbles that it's going to just produce amazing results from it. But yeah, I mean, if you're new to 3D printing or resin printing, like I say, I've only been doing it a year. I found this Halot-Lite. It was so user friendly. I mean, from getting it out and doing a bed level, straightforward. You know, that was fantastic. The little instruction booklet has a little guide as well. And there's also guides and PDFs and videos on the little USB stick that they supply, that Creality supplies with it as well. So the help's there. I mean, even if you don't find what you're looking for in the info packs that come with it, they've got great customer service, both online and on social medias and things anyway. But yeah, no, I really like it. But if you're wondering how big the actual machine size is, I had a quick measure up, and it's about 330mm wide by about 300mm deep, and it stands with the acrylic case on, about 570mm tall. Just if you want to have a measure up of any space before you want to get one. But I mean, this video was all about my experience using it. It is not meant to be I'm going to compare it to this, I'm going to compare it to that, and go into fine details about it, because you know, for me, I want to pick up and use it, and I might not use some of the details or some of the features that it has. I mean, I'm sure there's features on there that I'm yet to discover or yet to use, but from my point of view, for what I do a lot of miniature printing, and I print out like dice masters and things like that for handmade dice makers. It's phenomenal. It's ticking all the boxes for me. And like I say, if you want a big printer and you want to get started, I don't think there's really anything better. It was, like I say, I'll repeat myself, really easy to use, and it's got brilliant resolution. Any miniatures I get from now on, I'll be putting through that machine. I doubt I'll really use my e-packs for anything like that. You know, again, I'll use it for my stands and that I design for dice. But yeah, I mean, it's just blown me away, really, this machine. But yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video about my experience, and if you've been sitting on the fence or anything like that, I hope it's given you some information you're looking for. But if you want to chat about it or anything, just drop me a message on one of my pages. But there is also on Facebook a Creality Halot official users group. There's a ton of great people in there, and that covers the light, the sky, the one, all of those as well that Creality do. And yeah, if you even get a problem or if you've got a question, there's loads of people in there, more than willing to help as well. And there's people from Creality in there themselves, you know, that keep on top of things too. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.